Our school culture is described as positive, welcoming and supportive. Language, clarity around the purpose, a really important vision statement that we stick to, which we do have displayed in multiple areas across the school, and then making sure that every decision we make aligns to that. Here at Spring Mountain, our vision statement is really important and central to a lot of the decisions that we make as a school. We very much focus on the whole child, and that's part of our vision statement. It clarifies to the teachers why we do what we do, and I think it also reinforces what we're trying to achieve with children and our culture or our community here. It also is a really nice talking point when we're talking to teachers about things that might be outside of that vision or outside of our practices. Our multi-tiered support system works very clearly across both curriculum and behaviour and social emotional. So our teachers don't see those as separate things. For me, the intent's very much about who are our three key stakeholders: staff, parents and students. What are the things that we're doing for our parents to support? What are the things that we're doing for our staff to support that? And what are we doing for our students to support that? We use data for whole school system responses, right down to individual responses. So if we think about the tiers of support in a school, you've got your special needs committee or your committee for students with needing support. We call that TAC, which is Team Around Child. We have our individual behaviour plans, individual plans for students. We have our classes, and then we have patterns and behaviours that inform our PBL team's lessons. One of the number one key things that I've learnt is that it has to be done slowly, and it needs to be done authentically. The way we've done that is we've been very clear in what it is that we want to see, hear and feel when we walk into the school, and that's allowed us to build very specific wraparound processes. So for me, things like visualising the tools that we want kids and parents and teachers to use. Basically, any tool that we use to support students to understand how to interact with each other, learn or socialise or problem solve. We have very clear visuals in the school. We could have a visual of an orange beanbag and the kids know that the orange beanbag means I can go and chill and be left alone. I can have my time by myself. I don't need to talk to a teacher. I don't need to ask permission because I'm opting out socially acceptably. It could also be, we've got two really key tools that we've built from the students' language. We've got a problem-solving wheel, which has got 8 different ways I can solve a problem. That helps teachers and kids solve problems successfully in our school, and they're taught every single problem-solving part of the tool. And then we've got learner's mindset, because obviously we want kids to be successful in the classroom. I'm a teacher at my heart, and as a teacher, my job is to teach. And so it's not about I only teach the curriculum. I teach social and emotional capacity, and I teach problem solving or behaviour management as well. So if I'm going to come in with a mindset that curriculum is my only way of teaching, or that curriculum is how I teach, let's talk about how you do that successfully. So if a child's failing at maths, how do I help them not fail at maths? What are the steps that I take to problem solve that, to give them the most support to be successful in maths? Then I say, let's talk about a child that's not successful socially. How do you support them? It's not about you and them, it's about coming together with them, problem solving with them. And if we understand that intent, when I approach a problem, I will approach with a problem-solving lens, not a consequence and discipline lens. And that makes a difference to how the child will then engage with me, which de-escalates a lot of behaviours so that I can manage it differently. But I think it's really important that schools who want to take on PBL understand the intent of PBL to be successful at PBL. I think we need to understand that PBL is built on a PTR approach: prevent, teach, reinforce. So it's really important that we're not delivering consequences without having clarity around what we've taught, and also having clarity that that student, whether it be with a disability or not, has clear understanding of what's expected.